anything on Malik today and any other injuries that we should know about?
Yeah, with Malik, he's in concussion protocol. Any other updates I don't have for you?
All right. And I had a question on Daniel on some of the missed longer throws. A couple of weeks ago, it looked like he missed some of those longer throws. He was missing them long. Last night, it looked like he missed them a couple short. Does it get mental, like a quarter or like a baseball pitcher kind of aiming the ball? And what do you do to try to fix it?
Yeah, I just thought he underthrew a couple. One was the snap. He threw it up there, and both of them he didn't put enough into it. So we'll just keep working on it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Brian Donlevy.
Hey, Daves.
Ryan.
I don't mean this to sound elementary. I'm hoping you can share some insights. It's what I keep getting asked from fans. You guys changed the play caller. You have 2 high-volume wide receivers. By all accounts, the offensive line is much better than it's been for a couple years. And Daniel, by your own admission, has played 3 good games. So why are you guys still struggling to score? Why are you averaging less points than you have the years before if it seems like some of the problems are fixed?
Yeah, well, we got down in the red zone twice. Not in the low, the one time the low. I missed a couple opportunities. We're moving the ball better. We just got to do a better job on converting some of these third downs. And when we do get in the red zone, which the previous 2 weeks we have, is finishing off drives.
Do you take them like it's a 4-game sample? Do you see things on offense that are stopping you from scoring points, or is each game a different issue?
Yeah, I'd say they're all a little bit different, Ryan. But that's what we'll do here the next couple of days. Go back, revisit the first 4 games, see some of the things that are improving. To score that many points and only punt once. We got to be able to generate and get the ball into the end zone. So there's been some progress. We got to get it. We got to finish those drives.
And then obviously you have 10 days and every concussion is different. But just given what your offense has looked like in terms of Malik's target share and production, what kind of where would this offense have to go without him for a game? What would you get? Like, what kind of adjustments would you have to make?
Yeah, we'll take it day by day here and see where he's at.
Thank you.
Yep.
Dan Duggan.
Hey, Brian. I know in the offseason, the plan obviously was you're going to have this front 4, and that's kind of how you generate pressure. Why do you think that hasn't been the case consistently so far?
Well, there's been times where they've gotten some pressure and times where we haven't. I thought Dallas did a good job. They got the ball out pretty quick, on a lot of 3-step drops. The game was, they played the game in the green a lot, negative yardage situations. So, I'd say each game is a little bit different. There was some where we had some pressure. Last night, probably not enough.
And one more. As far as the, 4th down decisions, I know you put a ton of time each week. It's different circumstances. But if you take a holistic view since you've been here, those analytics sites that do these studies on win probabilities, you've been one of the least likely to go for it in 4th down situations. I'm curious, why do you think that is? Or, does that register to you at all? Or do you think you need more aggressive?
I think each game is a little bit different, how the game's being played. And, you do what you need to do to each game that you think you need to do to go ahead and give yourself a chance. So depending on how the game's going, the score, how the defense is playing, how the offense is playing, conversions, we went for, I don't know, 4 this year, whatever it may be, whether it's backed up a little bit or not. I think each game is a little different.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, is there such thing as a losing fatigue, Brian? And if so, do you worry about a young team at 1-3, getting some of that?
No, I just focus on the next week. That's what you have to do. It's a long season. Each week is different. I think there's a lot of improvements that are being made. It's not showing in the results. There's things that are getting, worked on and showing up on tape. So, you got to be mentally strong in this business and be able to, push through the tough times, manage the good times when there's good times, and, keep correcting the things and do better the next week.
Has there been is there a couple of things that you can hang your hat on with this team in that you feel, like in the game yesterday, the narrative was Dallas can't stop the run, and they did stop the run. In some games you have, your team has been told you can't do something, and you have done it. Time of possession, staying on the field, converting third downs. Are there a couple of things right now on offense or defense that you look at and say, I know we can do this well?
Yeah, I would say each game, again, Paul, is different, from one week to the next. You could have a bunch of yards one week, not the next week. Same thing with Dallas. There's a lot of good teams in this league, good coaches, and you try to fix the issues that you have from one week to the next. That's what you try to do.
But don't the best teams have a few things that they almost, always or usually do well? We can count on them to do that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been part of a lot of teams that have won a lot of games. Again, the teams that I'm part of, it's a week-to-week deal, and you have to keep improving as the season goes. And again, there's things that we've improved on and things that we need to continue to improve on.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We'll take 3 more. Tom Rock.
Brian, I know the timing probably isn't great for this, and I hope you'll humor a big picture league question from me right now. But when you look around and you see 3 of the 3-0 teams right now have quarterbacks who were kind of cast off by their former teams. Do you think that teams these days are giving up on their quarterbacks too soon? And then conversely, is bringing in a veteran now a more sustainable blueprint to succeed?
Yeah, I'm not there, Tom. I appreciate the questions, well thought out. It's probably for a longer discussion at another time.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks for the honest answer.
Yeah. Yep.
Tom Canavan.
Hey, Brian, how are you doing?
Good, Tom. How are you?
Good. The question I would have is, it seems that Malik is getting the ball a lot. Wandale's getting a ball a lot. Do you have to consciously try to get other people the ball, like the tight ends aren't getting many tosses and things like that?
Yeah, again, you try to do what you can do to get the ball in your playmakers' hands. I think those two guys are 2 good playmakers for us. Again, you throw the ball, whatever it was, 40 times last night, and they counted for half of those. And then the other pieces go. I thought Slade did a good job of creating separation. Had a couple opportunities. He could add about 5 for over 100. So we asked those guys to the tight ends in particular block a fair amount, use them in protection. But I'd say that everybody's viable. On each and every play, but you certainly try to get the ball to guys that, like a Malik, like a Wandale, like a Slay, you think can do some stuff with the ball in their hands.
Thank you.
Last one, Jordan Vernon.
Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Jordan?
You keep mentioning these improvements, and I'm not doubting that. And I obviously have ideas of my own, like what those might be that the team has been making, and especially from, maybe week 1 to now. I'm wondering, in your mind, though, where do you see the biggest improvements have been?
Yeah, I'd say, look, there's certainly things that, we can do better. But each week, the consistency and whether it's techniques, whether it's fundamentals, those things have slowly been improving. It's not where we need them to be, no question about it. There's games we've performed well in the red zone, and then there's games, that we haven't. So the consistency factor really needs to improve.
Is there a specific area, though? I mean, your pass, your deep balls, or your run game, or your run defense. Is there anything specific like that you can kind of point out that you think has gotten better?
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at that over here the next couple of days. But again, there's, you got to do a good job of improving throughout the season. That's what we'll try to do.
And I know they mentioned Malik. Is he in the building? Was he able to come in today, or is he kind of at home?
Yeah, no, he's here.
And he's in good spirits, I assume? You talked to
Yes.
him?
Yeah. He just texted me right now.
Okay, what'd he say?
Right.
Okay.
Thanks.
I appreciate it, man.